Gatland's gone.
You calling that, or you know that?
100%.
Right.
I mean, I think he's ultimately fucked his legacy a little bit. Not because he's a bad guy or whatever. And I know he'll always have done some stuff, but having gone many Grand Slams and done great things, he's now the record equaling number of losses. I would say that my experience of, I can't say that. I'll just start cause a war.
Right.
The honest answer is I work. Rob Howley's obviously was a legendary player. I haven't worked with him on the Lions. I was not overtly convinced by some of his coaching in regards to attack. And Gatland, I think, what I was when I was working with the Lions, was doing similar stuff to what we were doing when we were at WAS a while ago. So I don't know how progressive that has been. I don't know who's going to come in and make any difference.
Stuart Lancaster.
Wow. With a young group of players, that might not be a bad
Stuart Lancaster out of Racing.
That is a great idea. He works good with the youth.
Yeah.
There you go, you see.
Wow.
You're not getting much up front, but in terms of out to the media. But
No, you're not getting much up front anyway. And
I think that's the least of their worries right now. They need something on a pitch, don't they?
Yeah.
I feel it's a shame because I think Gats has given so much to the game.
Yeah.
And I think he's actually sort of at the coalface for everything that's wrong with the WRU, and they should never get away with it all being Gats's fault because it sits very firmly at the WRU.
They've got problems in the boardroom, they've got problems in the women's side of the game, their regions are all over the place.
You've got
club games withering.
They think the way of solving it is reducing regions to make it more players playing together, but that shrinks your player pool rather than actually getting out into the local community and seeing what actually is still going on in all the towns and the rivalries that are still there. And you're not accessing that group of players, or that, more importantly, you're not accessing that group of fans who care anymore because they care more about going to watch Ebbw versus the Cheeseman than they do about going to watch Cardiff or.
It's a fairly depressing state of affairs. One of the Continental Tire's questions of the week was actually, what is your short, medium, and long-term plan for Welsh rugby? But I think that's going to basically take about a year and a half to answer and involve some fairly seismic discussion. So we might come back to that. Ireland at home, Wales have got. Scotland away, England at home. Can you see anything in those three?
Ireland at home, they'll get pumped.
Scotland away.
Scotland away, depending if Scotland need to pick up their game. They weren't great against Italy, let's be honest.
No.
And they weren't great on the weekend. So Scotland are now looking like they need to elevate themselves.
Yeah.
The best thing about them was their attack, and their ability to make line breaks and look like they were going to score. We haven't really seen that in this tournament so far. I know we're only 2 games in, so there's a big question mark there about where that freedom's gone. And then who've they got us at home? Well, I don't want to jinx that, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, because you've already put that in there. You've manifested that. You've
still got trauma from 20, whatever it was.
Well, we've been
there.
We've been up there on great days, but we've been there on horrendous days. So
if all Wales need is a win to make it a great year, then
beating England is exactly what they need. The tonic that'll soothe all the wounds.
Yes.